Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I am your host, unfortunately for you, Royal Crest. In the last episode, we proceeded through downtown Bikini Bottom, which has been absolutely ravaged by the robots. And in this episode, we are going to be going through the Bikini Bottom rooftops. So we spent the entire episode trying to get here, and now we're going to be going through.
Hey Larry, what's shaking?
Sandy! Boy, am I glad to see you. I need your help. My TV reception has been terrible lately. I need to have someone replace my old antenna with this shiny new one.
Yes, sir. That there antenna is shinier than a $3 bill. Well, why don't you replace it yourself?
I'm not really much of a jumper.
So, what's jumping got to do with it?
Because the old antenna is up there.
Woo! That's taller than a glass of Texas iced tea.
The robots have blocked off that building, and I can't do all those fancy moves you and SpongeBob do to get across these gaps. All I can do is flex! Wanna see?
Yeah, great. So what are you gonna do with the old antenna?
Oh, that? It's yours if you replace it with a new one.
Well, I have been getting bad TV reception in the tree dome. Okay, Larry, you got a deal.
Alright, so that's our objective for the rooftops. I want to bust open that box first, so that way we don't lose our reception. Can I go in here? Nah, it's just nothing interesting. So that's how this is how you get back to the thing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there is a box up there for some reason. There is a bus station back here, and if I'm not mistaken, we need to switch to SpongeBob because there is that tiny little switch over here. And that brings up a bounce thing. Okay, apparently that's a thing. Now, oh god, oh, wow, didn't even let me get paused by the hands. Okay, yeah, my platforming is not doing too hot. I will admit, it's been a couple of days since I played this last. Alright, so we want to go on and get the thing up there because there is a sock. So there we go. Because I was a little too hesitant. So yeah, we want to get on here and we want to just get on, get off. Now, I don't think there's anything else we can do up here. I'm kind of interested in seeing what is this box for that other thing? I guess not. I'm not entirely sure what that box is for. Is there something in that? Like, yeah, nothing in here. Okay, so nothing of interest. Cool, so that was a great detour. I'm not entirely sure what that box is for. Because, like... Oh, jeez. The camera, that was weird. But, like, I don't really know what the thing is for. Because, like... There's that box right there, and they're both, like, right at the start. And, I mean, obviously it wouldn't make sense if they were together. So, yeah. This is why we need Sandy, because we need to be able to make it over here. God, what a jerk. I forget what this guy is called, but you can lasso him. Honestly, like, that was probably one of the more stressful things from my life. Oh god. She can also lasso the G-Loves, but we saw that in the last episode. Yeah, the missile throwing robot, that used to terrify me as a child because, yeah, it would, like, the sound effect for it, like, there was I'm not sure if they play it in this thing because my volume is a little too low for me to really hear all the sound effects, but the little lock-on sound effect, like, that, just visceral, terrifying. You got exploded by your own thing, dummy. Nothing over there, so yeah, we need to be playing as Sandy. Yeah, the physics for this is a little weird. Okay. Oh, you jerk! Jeez. Yeah, no, that's kind of difficult. Like, once he's under you, you can't really do anything about him because, like, he's too... Can I jump on the Kelpo sign? Advanced platforming. Can I get up there? Is there anything of interest up here? I'm going to assume not, but... Yeah, I'm going to assume that's nothing. I'm just wasting time. But yeah, like, when you get caught by this stupid thing, like, that's rough. Alright, we need to feed 2,100 shiny objects to the thing, but we have more than enough. And that gives us access to this thing. Cool. Cool. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, that was weird. No, wait. Did you need to... I guess that's what this is yeah, that's what that box is for. But, like, I wonder, since you could get up there without trampoline, like, do you need to pay it to make... Does the button make the golden spatula appear too? I would assume so. Okay, let's float over here. I'm not entirely sure what it was trying to say, because it flashed on briefly for a tutorial, but you know. Please don't shoot me! Okay, I need this underwear! Come on. Ooh. Be gone. Idiot. There's a thing up there which I think we probably need to get from that sock. 'Cause I can't. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing of super interest, which maybe I can float over from here? Probably, yeah. Cool, we have 9 out of 11 steering wheels. Cool, we're doing pretty well. We have a backward moving platform. That looks like we can get there from somewhere else, so I'm not going to worry too much about it quite yet. Not entirely sure where all of these buildings came from, because I don't think it was quite as populous in the street side, the street level. Yeah, I don't think there were quite as many buildings, but that's just me. I want to jump into every one of these things because I just have a strong feeling that there's going to be something. Now, I'm going to assume I have to keep going that way, as the Texas symbol probably indicates.
Okay, that's better.
We have a little bit of a arena thing going on. I'm going to try to get rid of the Duplicatatron. Okay, good. Whew. Alright, awesome. We can lasso these tikis without having to get close, so that's how Sandy can get rid of these without having to sneak up, because Sandy can't really sneak, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so. I forget what button it was, but I'm pretty sure it was not that. Alright, just let this jump through. Okay, you jerk. Come on. You want to tangle? Gotcha. So let's see. That put us all the way up there, which we came from down below. Okay. I'm just trying to get my bearings straight because I want to get that sock on the way because I'm still thinking about it.
The shinier, the better.
Okay, so we probably need to wait for this to float up first. Alright. There's another statue over there. Which, there's that sock thing. Okay, that's on the way then, I think. Ooh, please don't make me fall. Alright. Get the steering wheel. Right to me. Ugh. Be gone.
Toasted tiki Texas style.
Alright. Want to try to get rid of the gloves as soon as we can. Okay. Ooh, God, that was mean.
Can't believe I'm wearing
So yeah, I
SpongeBob
think
underwear.
we're doing pretty well. Alright. Platform on these tiki things. I'm not entirely sure how... Okay, so we probably want to do is we probably want to tilt it up first, and then jump. Yeah. That seems right. Not entirely sure how Sandy's lasso works as like a floating thing.
Unless varmint.
Cool. Come on. You're dead. You die too. Sandy can slide down slopes just like SpongeBob can. Alright. So we got this little thing. Yeah, so you want to be careful. That's where a sock is, so we want to jump back down, grab the sock,
Do I really
and then we
have
just
to
jump
pack
right
that
back up. You know, no harm, no foul. So it's a good thing I grabbed the steering wheel from before, so we wouldn't have to backtrack all that way. Float all the way over here. Yeah, I don't really understand how Sandy's lasso can help her float, because, like, look at this. Like, it's just, there's, like, the propeller, like, there's no propeller. I mean, it's in a circular motion, but there's no propeller. Come on, dude. Just, ooh, okay. Whew. And look, we made it all the way to the end. 16 golden spatulas, so we can actually move on to, like, the next section of areas, but I won't because, you know, I want to go through this game, like, one for one almost. Alright, so we switch back to SpongeBob so we can get back into the thing. There is another box over here, and I'm gonna just... Alright, come on. Aha, there is a sock back here. Always good to do a little bit of exploration. There's no such thing as wasteful exploration. And now we can enter into the lighthouse. And it's a gauntlet of enemies. Alright. And with each thing, the lighthouse falls to the next thing, so you can actually just look ahead and... Alright. Thankfully, if you're fast enough, you can spot where the thing is. This is actually on a thing, so we... Oh god, what? Tartar sauce? Tartar sauce. Bad. Dude. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Okay. This terrified me as a child. Okay, I didn't want to do that.
Feel like a new sponge.
Oh my god! Oh, Jesus. You scared the living bejesus out of me. Okay, let's get rid of the tartar sauce guys as quickly as we can. Oh god, there's multiple! I didn't realize there were two! I didn't realize there were two! Oh my god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Okay, good. I think, however, I think that's all we need to worry about. Oh, Jesus. That could have gone badly. Oh. My computer blacked out. Oh, man.
Love opening presents.
Worth it. Wait, did he just go like, you know, like, totally worth it? Ow.
Love opening presents. Ow!
Did he? Did SpongeBob just do that? Oh man, that was funny. But yeah, as a child, this used to absolutely terrify me. Cause like, I mean, for one, like, as a child, I'm sure doing a lot of enemies like that is like having to fight a lot of enemies like that is just scary. But also for the fact that like the sound effects are just, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because like I have childhood trauma related to this, but like hearing all of like the sound effects.
SpongeBob?
Bubble Buddy!
Okay, nothing of interest. But like just hearing all of the sounds being like when the robots spot you. Alright, and that closes that window because someone is just out there throwing things at you. So, yeah. We got down into the lighthouse, we got all of the steering wheels, so now we can actually go back to Mrs. Puff and give her the steering wheels. Which, I'm not sure if there's really... Alright, I'm getting a little turned around because it is a little difficult to necessarily get everything all in order. And we got...
SpongeBob, I'm impressed. How did you fight?
Well, there were these robots. I met Sandy, and the lighthouse was...
Okay. Sorry I asked. Here's the golden spatula that I promised you.
Thanks, Mrs. Puff. Now I'll help you guys evacuate.
But SpongeBob, you don't have a driver's license.
Oh, don't I?
No, you don't.
Well, if I don't, then what's this?
A library card.
Oh,
That's actually a nice detail. I don't think in the original they had a little driver's or library card thing. Let's see what we got going on here. We missed one of them. Come back with the cruise bubble. Okay, so we can't do that right now anyway. So, but we got everything that we could. So we're basically done. How many socks did we get? We got 4 out of the 9 socks. The socks not super important right now. We'll be going back later when we can get the stuff, so... For right now, we finished the downtown Bikini Bottom. As far as we could, at least. Gonna have to come back with the cruise bubble, but, you know. Alright, so we are back in Bikini Bottom. Now, one thing that I know I need to do that I completely just glossed over was there was that one sock in SpongeBob's library that I found, and I was desperately trying to figure out how to hit the button. Turns out I completely missed one pretty important thing. So we go into his thing, and then we go into the library. I hit all of these buttons except for this one. And the reason for that is because that drops down this beach ball, which we can use to push over. We can jump on it, and then hit the button from there. And I completely glossed over it, and I did not even realize it until I had watched this guy, Nero Jello. I didn't even notice it until I watched his thing, and I'm like, oh my god, I completely forgot to hit that button. And I've just been neglecting it. But otherwise, we got yet another sock. We could trade it in for a golden spatula if we wanted to. But for right now, any sort of payment type stuff, like socks or the Mr. Krabs paying for shiny objects, golden spatulas, that's going to be for later. Because I don't know. I feel like that's something worth putting at the end, because I don't think we're necessarily hurting for golden spatulas at this point. Because we have basically up until, like, the next area to go to. So, like, should be fine, I think. But yeah, I don't think there's really anything else we can do right now, because I think we have everything in this immediate vicinity. And I know it's slightly of a shorter episode, but for now, I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, leave a like, maybe consider subscribing, or leave a comment, whatever feels good for you. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we take on Goo Lagoon. See you guys then.